After the weeks of Mark Lamont Hill intellectually
Woo! Yes. I love it.
But you know what's crazy? It's like knowing that you're stupid it puts pressure on us.
No.
Right. We got to be better.
I fuck up on words that I should fuck up on. Fuentes, whoever. Who cares about his name?
No, that's not
Y'all
true
are
at
messing
all.
up on intellectual. That is sad.
Say something impressive. Now.
Like a big word?
Get something.
This is sick. Joe Budden finally, after weeks,
he just saved your flight.
Mark
buddy.
Lamont Hill intellectually destroying Ish and just kind of re-ranking him in terms of who's the best on the JBP.
Mm-hmm.
The comments have been getting to Ish, and he's noticed, and we've all noticed a serious decrease in energy. He's a lot more grumpier. What do you say it? Aggie. He's displaying a lot more Aggie traits.
He's a vibe killer.
And Joe, yeah, that's the best way to put it. He's a vibe killer. Joe's sick of it and calls him out for being a fucking grouch.
A bad apple.
He's a grouch. So we'll listen to a little bit of this.
And how much
validity?
Not validity. Like, how serious was Joe taking this? Was this like a moment to just have
pretty
some fun?
Seriously?
He's serious.
Okay.
Pretty seriously. Yeah, it's almost
because at first it was jokes, and then it's like, no, nigga, you're really fucking the vibe.
That's what I'm saying. It started off light, but then all good jokes have a slither of truth right in the middle of them bitches.
Well, it's like Ish is a very like no type of guy.
Yeah.
So even when you're telling him something that's actually real and that's not even a big deal,
you got examples and everything.
He's like, that can irritate a motherfucker. Like, yo, Ish, like, you're doing it now.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm literally just trying to get this off.
Yeah.
Present facts, and you still on that bullshit.
But I kind of get where Joe coming from, I guess.
Let's hit it.
When you have your name on your shirt, I think that says something about your IQ.
Ish. No, it's several things, but I mean, my point.
Are you talking about that Ish?
No, it's several things, but I mean, my point. I was just addressing your point.
Fuck Simon, nigga.
He's doing fuck Simon, nigga. He's doing a nigga that DM you.
Talking. Let me ask you a question. Is it?
It's not the Ish segment. We're not gonna turn this into the Ish segment.
I'm not making it about you.
We all having a conversation if niggas want to have a conversation.
But you're talking, so I had a question about what you just said.
People call you
that's no big deal. I'll ask somebody else.
Why are you such a grump?
Hit pause. See, he's sick of him.
I would have got on Ish ass too, though.
He's sick of him
He's
because
using preemptive measures.
Now I can't even talk to you just because I've bested you in a couple debates that we've had that have gone viral.
You're still
I
sore.
can't even you're still a sore loser over. I can't even be like, yo, Jay, what was how do you feel about this? Like,
you gotta,
this ain't no Ish conversation, nigga. Like, don't be trying to single me out.
You gotta let it go after. Like, we've had debates, we've had arguments.
You have to let it
go. But
go.
it always rolls right off the shoulders after it's time to leave.
You have.
But every debate conversation that they have just gets impressed in his brain.
Yeah.
And it's a sore spot for Mark now.
No, for Ish, you mean.
No, I'm talking about it. I'm talking about from Ish's perspective. There's a sore spot in his brain for Mark.
Oh, yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
So where
for sure.
he start kind of challenging you, you get a migraine.
And Ish has been reading the comments.
The comments is whooping ass.
He's been reading the comments. And that's the thing, right? Like, you have to have a certain level of like dissonance, like what would you say, cognitive dissonance when it comes to certain shit.
Don't take my smart shit and use it for your own good.
You just repeated it from me, nigga.
You just asked me for help.
I can spell, say, do everything, a lot of things better than
60%
you.
of the time. What? Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Nah, dog.
Patreon, watch it.
You're the second best reader, which is something. But
Third
you're
best
going up against a
puncher.
nigga with a stutter.
I'm the best reader.
I'm a better reader than you. F-Mac, you're unbiased party. Who's the better reader in here? When it's time to read some shit aloud.
AJ's better,
it's Tone,
but not marginally.
AJ's better than who?
You.
You're fucking crazy.
Reading?
Yeah.
I think it's Tone.
Tone's the best reader.
I'm the best reader, dog. Come on.
You're not the best reader.
Come on, dog.
You just
he
stumbled.
literally is not even close. I'm not perfect, but I'm better than y'all.
Nah, that's
If
not
it's on, if I'm on though.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
But
that.
when I'm off, it's fuck.
I'm
This nigga Tone
on
butchers words
more
every time.
consistently,
But
dog.
look,
Yeah, pretty
the
much.
point
For
is,
sure.
the point is,
Yeah, bring us in.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Third smartest nigga. Get us back on track.
I will. The group leader will. The main point is that Ish just needs to like really put on his big boy pants and learn how to take criticism well and learn how to be the butt. Like
the joke.
You gotta know how to be the ass.
Ish, he's light skinned. And it's almost like
let's get to it.
And it almost like
and you hate to hate to bring it down. But at a certain point,
it's almost like he hasn't figured out how to be light skinned. Like at 50 years old, he hasn't figured out that like that's just the thing that comes with being light skinned. You're gonna have people.
He high yellow too. Like Joe is light skinned too, but he high yellow.
Yeah, he high yellow. Even have you heard Michael Beasley's approach to being light skinned?
No.
He does. If somebody calls him light skinned, he's like, nah, nigga, I'm just dark. The light is bright.
Yeah.
Like he there's a cognitive dissonance that he has between him and his melanated shade.
What is it?
It's a cognitive dissonance.
Okay.
You know, I could do you one better.
I just didn't hear that. I just didn't hear the inative at the end.
But I could do you one better. But I don't want to fuck up your brain.
I just want to make sure.
Come on, nigga. You know I had the inative.
But yo, something is wrong with Ish. I love it though.
It's a disassociation.
It makes for good podcasting.
But
if he participates, because what it's seeming like is that is skewing him just like waving the white flag immediately.
Right.
To where we don't even get the entertainment value that would actually happen from the conversation.
Like I can't say certain things that like I just believe and also cry when like
somebody
y'all niggas are coming at me. You know what I'm saying? That
We're
just looks stupid.
You can't put something on the table and have us not like, what the fuck is that?
That just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
That's not intellectually honest.
Real quick.
Especially when your podcast has 7 niggas on it. It's a lot of opinions that could come from any direction.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in that
Somebody's
room.
going to disagree with you, dog. Like, you're not the smartest person in the world.
If it was just 2 people, you got a much better chance of everybody agreeing. But you got too many people, man.
Yeah. And then, Ish, man, you just got to duck and weave, man. Throw some punches back or something. But, yeah.
But I think when some people feel inferior, they handle that in different ways. Like,
and you think he feels
like
inferior?
We on the Patreon, we watched Denzel Washington die.
The comments are getting to him. Because we in the comments, not me, I'm not a comment leaver, we're a content creator. So we're just verbally saying, yeah, he's getting his ass whooped intellectually and debate-wise.
Muffin split.
Yeah, cracked every week. Like
wedged.
Mark has made a new type of muffin just to crack. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "I put raisins in this one."
Yeah, I didn't even know.
That's crunchy.
I didn't know. I didn't know a muffin could be cracked this many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So like,
because we was on the line, and I was like, "Somebody gonna touch it." It was him.
So yeah, content like ours, the comments.
Yeah,
it's not looking good for that nigga. Yeah, that eat a nigga away. You know what I'm saying?
And we're not jumping on his grave. But we're having fun with it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We're definitely having fun with
it.
So we're not coming from a position of learning.
But also, it's just like 50 years old, dog. Like, I mean,
he's an old
dog. That don't mean shit.
You give too much slack to 50-year-olds.
But I'm saying that in terms of like, we're not like dancing on his grave. We're having fun with it
we know,
because he's 50 years old.
Yeah.
Like, if he was a 19-year-old boy, you know, it might be like, oh man, like the world's being hard on a little nigga, man. Like, come on, man.
Right.
But this is a 50-year-old nigga. Yeah. He's been successful in real estate. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. He's also not the underdog in this equation. Because you got to understand, he's been technically bullying niggas intellectually for a minute now.
Until he got here.
You made yourself the antagonist.
Yeah.
Now we got this Beowulf coming through. He's on his hero's journey. He's like, nigga, I'm ethical.
I'm
righteous. I'm researched.
All right, go back just a little bit just so we can hear Ish say this ain't no motherfucking, you know, saying nigga segment and shit, and then he just snaps.
He's doing the fuck sign. He's doing a nigga that DM
It's talking. Let me ask you a question. Is it?
It's not the ish segment. We're not gonna turn this into the ish segment.
I'm not making it about you.
We all having a conversation if niggas want to have a conversation.
When you're talking, so exactly what you just said.
People call you,
that's no big deal. I'll ask somebody else.
Why are you such a grump? Since we having a real talk, can you explain that?
I'm not grumpy.
Do you think that you've treated unfairly up here? Do you think that you treated a certain way that's against your man code or something? Like, why do you come up here in a place that's like for whatever this place is and be such a grump?
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Nigga, I could be having a laughy, jokey moment and you'll be like, yo, don't serious. Nigga, I'm far from grumpy. However, there are times that niggas do and say certain shit that everybody up here for the most part has been grumpy. Nigga, that's not isolated on me. Fuck is you talking about?
Do you think that that's
not isolated
Let me
on
just ask
me.
you a question, bro. Do you think that the
It's not
backlash?
the ish segment.
Yes, it
No,
is.
the backlash that you get online.
Yes, it is
Wait, hold on, wait,
No,
wait,
it's
stop.
not. No, it's not.
Let me say this, Ish.
No, it's not. But we could go there.
Ish, wait.
I'm
Ish,
ready
You
for
have sat here for the past 3 weeks looking like grumpy stupid in the face.
No, I have not. That's not true. And
You
stop
are grumpier.
reading. Yo, you need to stop
I'm never
reading.
gonna stop reading anything.
All right, well, cool.
It's the job to read
All right,
things.
cool. You're right.
What I'm saying to you is,
Make your own assessment.
Maybe you don't know.
Make your own
you
assessment.
You are grumpier.
Make your own assessment. Like I said, so again, nigga, I've had deaths in my family. I've had a lot of shit happening in my personal life that I come up here for. So, but anything that's going on up here, nigga, don't have nothing to do with me not. I come up here, I talk about as many topics as I possibly can, and I give my all on these topics that we talking about. You sitting there reading the comments talking about I'm being grumpy in the face and I'm not. That's one. Number two, if we gonna really have conversations, let's have them. I think it's whack to have them on camera though. Cause then niggas not gonna really tell the truth. So I think that's corny, and I think it's but we can. I'm with it, bro.
Hey, listen.
We can't have them.
I thought this was fun.
do what?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to serious. Again, it's going to be, and it's going to fall on me. I don't want to.
And that's the question I have for you. But the question I'm asking you is that do you think the backlash online is getting to you now?
Fam, no, I haven't even. Again, I got a brand new phone. I keep hearing about what's being said online. I don't give a fuck about that.
But is it getting to you a little bit?
It's not listening.
That was the craziest cop. I don't know what's going on online. I don't know what's going on online is because I have a brand new phone. Nigga, my logins are the same.
Your logins on the same. Not only that, but he mentioned earlier in his argument that Joe's reading the comments that are saying, like, he knows what the comments are saying enough to know that Joe was responding to.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like, you can't, what, you psychic, nigga?
Yeah.
You must really be a genius.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
Yeah.
I have a new
like, how
phone.
you know what the comments say, but you ain't reading?
Yeah.
Condolences to any family member that he might have lost over this time period.
Yeah.
Don't you also hate when you like trying to get to the bottom of some shit
And somebody bring up some dark shit.
Gotta be like,
Yeah.
You had that fucking
can't
ace.
even. That's why.
That's what you had in your back pocket?
Yeah. The fuck, man.
Because the thing is, what makes it so powerful, you can't argue against it and be like, nigga, you lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's
You're
rude.
a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
so that's why it's like,
Can't
nigga,
tell a nigga to man up.
you just ask.
Now I have to wait for this. Now I have to wait for something similar like this to happen again.
Yes.
And go in. I have to like, because now
when
you
you're just normal sad.
yeah, bro. Like, fuck, man. And you really trying to work some shit out. Niggas' aunt just died. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
Fuck.
think doing it on air wasn't the best place?
Okay. I mean,
Because there
it
is
depends on what.
there's always going to be a performative aspect when you're doing it, and that can like distract from the overall point of what you're talking about.
Well, I think it's two things. Yes, there is going to be a performative aspect when any sort of like real discussion is like worked out online, because you're just not going to want to look a certain way.
Yeah, you're going to want to save face.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Certain information probably can't be said, so there's the lack of context, but
then when you join, see that what makes their situation a little bit different is that they drop behind the scenes content now too. And even in the behind the scenes when they were arguing about flat earth and shit, it's like you don't even want to have that conversation. Because like in that moment he was like, Mark, we could talk about this off camera. It's like, okay, so you want to hold any sort of exchanges with Mark off camera now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to avoid the camera in general. If it comes to you and Mark going back and forth, that's unacceptable.
that
Because at
shows
this
a
point,
level of sensitivity.
Yeah, because why are we here at this point? Like, I'm literally paying you for behind the scenes content. I'm paying for your on the scenes content, and I came to the Joe Budden podcast. Our personal lives and a certain element of behind the scenes is just automatically written into these contracts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you went to I don't know, just a podcast that's like less formal and you just go there for the information. Like,
And you was getting
maybe
taped.
Candace Owens, like Candace Owens isn't showing us the meeting with her director. You know what I'm
not
saying?
at all.
Like,
Yeah, the
I'm
office
going
shit. Like
right.
there's this one podcast with this white lady. She was on the Breakfast Club recently. The Mel Gibbons shit. They do the whole podcast, and at the end they have like a blooper reel of like
behind the scenes.
scenes, her talking with the guests and like little funny moments before the pod.
Gotcha.
But even in that instance, and on the JBP with the behind the scenes content, it's not scripted, but it is sorted.
Right.
Because like
It's
if
not
motherfuckers
wide
was
open.
actually talking like y'all cheated on my girl the other day, that's obviously not going in.
Right.
So there is a level of selection to what we see in that too.
But in the Joe Budden network world, that's part of the content.
That's what you signed up for.
That's what you sign up for.
But you don't think that there's something that Joe would take off? Like you start talking about cheating on your girl.
No. I do think
a
there's
new drug you've tried.
For sure. I do think there's things he's taking off.
Tax evasion.
But also just like using the argument of like, we have to talk about this on camera.
That is different.
That's one of the few places where it's like, man, this argument's a little bit weaker over here because of what we're all conditioned to enjoy.
Yeah.
Nigga, people are able to birth content and channel just off of shit that you niggas are saying behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Like you can actually spark thoughts.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna watch this and be like, either they're gonna agree with somebody, disagree, or have their own way of thinking about what you're talking about. But still, it's something. It's fodder.
And the Joe Budden fan base, it is a rabid fan base. It's rabid. The fan base is rabid. Like, it's really like
Foaming
that.
at the mouth.
Most people don't have communities like that where you can like prosper off of talking about this one person or these individuals that this one person brings into his world. You
There
know what
aren't
I mean?
a lot of cults.
This is a real cult.
There aren't a lot of black cults either, which is even cooler.
That's probably the biggest thing to say because there's probably a decent amount of cults, but black cults. Yeah, he got a real one.
Yeah, he got a real one.
Yeah, he got a real
No
one.
solid one. Yo,
a couple of them, though. You
shout
got
out to a viewer that I had bought some pharmaceuticals from. Of course, I'm not gonna say your name because pharmaceuticals.
He's Mexican.
But literally, when I pulled up on him and was copping, he was listening to JBP.
Damn.
I was like, nigga, I should be doing this. I got an episode recording about 2 days.
Right.
He was listening.
Yeah, he was listening to JBP when I hopped in. I was like, yo, what's up, nigga? Shout out to him, though.
That's fucking.
The
That's crazy.
pharmaceuticals were perfect.
Now,
Was it
why?
somebody from our comments?
Why was he listening?
Yeah, somebody who watched the show.
Damn, that's crazy.
I literally, I had no idea who he was, but he
We
did.
have gotten free drugs from this show before.
Well, I paid for these. I did good
Oh,
business.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and-
actually, he gave me a free sample of some shit.
Yeah.
And we had to hit up the lemon.
Grown folks lemonade.
Grown folks lemonade.
Grown folks lemonade.
Yeah,
and
how's
because
that?
You couldn't
and-
pronounce lemonade.
and it's hot. So we like really
Now
have
is the
to-
time for
we,
real.
We might need to like hit him up like, yo, we can like make some
Yeah,
money
because
together.
That was a good
I
episode,
want to shoot
too.
I want to shoot a full commercial for that.
We
too.
have to.
For grown folks?
Can you send us some grown folks lemonade? I'll DM you as well.
Yeah, we're going to shoot like a real ad for y'all.
And like we be around, like we could really sling some lemonade. Nigga,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
these times.
Hey,
It's
yo,
89 degrees today.
Send us a couple cases of that cold press. We got you.
But
Yeah,
nah,
Birdman
for real.
hands. Yep. But were we done with this?
Is it anybody's
remember, but I do
responsibility?
I don't remember where we
Hold
left
on, is
off.
it-
I started seeing green.
Is there anybody's responsibility on the show you feel like? You know what I mean?
For to do?
Like if they're not trying to stop the narrative, does that mean it's kind of true?
Oh no, you can't
Or
stop a
is
narrative.
this strictly Ish's fault?
You don't.
And
you
like the
can't-
arguments he chooses to have.
You can't stop.
You
that
can't
narrative.
stop a narrative. It depends on what it is. Like one time, I'm not gonna get into the specifics because I don't even like want to put that shit out there. But there was somebody in the comments saying something about you that was
Yeah.
just stupid. So I hopped in. And I was like, no, you got the wrong nigga.
Yeah.
It was essentially like running defense with that because it's like that's some shit that is you can't just let that rest. But anything
That was
else,
recently, right?
2-3 episodes ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Anything else is like frivolous shit.
Okay.
Like calling you stupid is different.
Yeah, that's-
I agree.
yeah.
But what them niggas are saying, I was like, oh fuck that.
Yeah, nah.
Hell no.
I'll definitely.
Well,
and-
the problem is we have to see the narrative won't stop until we see Ish engage with Mark like a nigga he doesn't hate. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Which takes
Which is going to take some time.
intelligence.
And it's going to take, because it's like
Real intelligence.
literally the moment that they can have a conversation and he doesn't do, just say I'm right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know,
he has to be
ooh.
able to get through like one clean, just good one where we're like, we're solid.
You know what it's gonna take?
Solid.
Them agreeing on something that the whole room disapproves of.
That's true. And then they
Yeah.
can, they
Like
can
them
tag team.
linking minds,
Yeah, it's gonna be one of
combining
those.
textbooks.
I don't know
and
what
shit.
that subject would be about.
'Cause it's
That
not
would
gonna be
crazy.
it's
It's
not
not
gonna
going to
be
be
about
about
women.
like LGBTQ rights. It's not
What
going
if
to be
it's
about
not?
women. It'll probably be about something that's literally hiding in plain sight.
It is that we
Like,
don't.
like black male pattern baldness. Or like it's something just stupid.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like
like
something just
Sports.
What Beijing
I
brand
don't
is
think
the best
sport,
for
I don't
your
think
bid?
sports will be enough.
It's not intelligent enough.
It's not. It's not. It's got to be something that they believe in their core.
Yeah, and that like that Mark researched and that Ish
Antoine
feels.
and Ish feels.
And Ish
yeah,
feels.
yeah.
And once you combine them,
Oh my
the
God.
knowledge with the emotional expression.
Drop in the
they're
comments
over.
what y'all think that actually is. That is going to be like.
It would be.
It's a good question for
Yeah,
office hours.
yeah.
If you don't have just a regular office hours question, let us know what subject you think these two intellectuals can agree on.
It would have to be about relationships.
Lowering the rims in the
But
WNBA.
it would have to be something so specific to where like it's somehow defending the woman, but also making her accountable so that Ish can feel value.
Everybody
You know what I'm
eats.
saying? It has to be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I
a
get what you mean.
specific situation.
That dude Ray was just up there, and he said that he called out Mark Lamont Hill. It's not enough just to have a conversation or a topic about it.
I was
but
about to put it in the notes.
Yeah, and that dude Ray was up there. Ray is so animated.
In a good
Everywhere.
way or a bad way?
I think in a good way.
In the music industry.
Because
way.
some animation,
Yes, in the music industry way. Yeah, in the music industry way.
like in a creepy way.
Well,
No, he doesn't feel like he doesn't come off creepy to me.
Word.
just like
high
always
strung.
ready.
Yes, yeah.
Just
It's-
always
Like
ready.
he operates well off 2 hours of sleep.
Like
Absolutely.
nigga, the next Michael Jackson could walk in while he's doing the JBP. He has to be ready. Like he's just always
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
Yeah,
Like he's just waiting on that $1 billion call.
He's always
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
He's cool though. I've seen him talk.
Yeah, and I've seen his podcast.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Ray Daniels.
Ray
I
Daniels?
can't remember what his
the
podcast.
Ray Daniels show.
I don't think it's. I
And
can't
he
remember
was-
what his podcast is
And
called.
he was
but-
actually trying to shoot at Mark though. We might have to play it because he was talking about how he was confused at why Mark
Mark
always
be
takes the
defend-
stance
Oh, look at F Mac. He
and
owned
like
it.
the defense of women. And he was like, "Yo, I just want to know that Mark, like, no disrespect, but I'm genuinely curious." And Mark responded like how he should, like, "Well, did you see the whole clip? Probably not, because you're here right now. Like, you can ask me about it.
Yeah.
But as I'm saying it, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, literally, he just got born. I yawned.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Congratulations.
But shout out Ish.
Yeah, we'll go to the
I
next.
think there's hope for you still, brother.
Yeah, but I know it's gonna. I know it's gonna. Yeah, that's his podcast. What's the name of that?
That's debatable.
That's debatable. Okay. Yeah.
See, he's antagonistic.
Oh no, the Culture Report.
Nigga's a
Oh, wait.
contrarian.
2 podcasts. 60 episodes on the Culture Report, 26 on That's Debatable.
Maybe it's the Culture Report then.
Can
That's
you
the
zoom in
one
on that
I've
lovely
seen.
lady in that thumbnail right there?
You like that?
I'm trying to see. Nah.
That's his guilty pleasure.
She look better zoomed out. Yeah, put that bitch in the smallest pixels possible.
All right, let's go over to this.